Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
First of all, let me begin by thanking the Honorable Mayor Paul Gattuso for the introduction here tonight and for allowing us to do the town hall meeting here. But more importantly, thanking him for providing pizza tonight. How's that pizza?
It's good.
It's nice to have a mayor who is also a great small business owner and who makes pizza in that small business. So thank you, Mayor. I knew we would have a great turnout just by telling folks we'd have some pizza here. If you do something at dinner time, provide some dinner. So thank you all so much for coming out. I really do appreciate it. As you know, my name is Chris Welch. I'm your state representative. I have started my fourth term as your state representative. I began serving in January of 2013 and now in my fourth term. This term, I am chair of the House Executive Committee, and I serve on a few other committees as well, including the committee that hears issues regarding cities and villages, counties and townships, the Insurance Committee. I'm still on the Higher Education Committee. The prior 2 years, I did serve as chair of the House Higher Education Committee. So I stay quite busy in Springfield. Many of you know my office is not too far from here. It's in Westchester. We are here, open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And one of the people that help keep me going is one of my assistants in the back there, Dee. Raise your hand. Dee and Tiana really do a great job of keeping us going and trying to be as responsive as possible to our constituents. Before we get going, I want to ask, first of all, does everyone have a handout? I do like to try to bring information for you. I don't do PowerPoint presentations during the town hall, but I do it the old-fashioned way and kill trees and bring a lot of paper. Also, before we get going, I want to recognize, a mayor can only be as good as his team. I wanted to recognize a couple of the trustees who are in the house. Trustee Carl Celestino. Carl, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Trustee Tommy Yurkovic. Thank you, Tommy, for being here. Also, from the Westchester Park District and the Township Board, our good friend Joe Christopher is here. I really do enjoy working with all of the elected officials here in Westchester. I think that local government is truly where it's at. We can only do so much in Springfield. We can fight for you and get things in the budget, but you need your local government to actually get it done. So thank you guys for signing up and doing what you do on behalf of the local village. I'll tell you, I signed up for another 2 years. We didn't know who would be the governor when I was running, but I will tell you, I am relieved to have Governor Pritzker in office in Springfield right now, and I'll tell you why. Because the last 4 years in Springfield was just difficult. Probably the most difficult days we have ever seen in the history of our state. 736 days of a budget impasse, coming home week after week and telling people, we don't have this for you, we don't have that for you. Seeing people leave our state, seeing our colleges and universities get to the cliff of almost bankruptcy. It was tough. It was really tough. 736 days. And I was happy to be a part of a group of Democrats and Republicans who worked together in the summer of 2017 to break that impasse. That was the only way we were going to get it done, was by working together, Democrats and Republicans. We broke that impasse, we got it done, and we got the state moving again. None of us left Springfield in the summer of 17 completely happy what was in that budget. But I got to tell you, I think the most important thing that we are charged to do is to pass a budget. And to see our colleges and universities crumble and our social services network crumble, business after business going out of business because of things that we were failing to do in Springfield, that was disheartening. It was really disheartening. So I was extremely happy when Governor Pritzker took over and made a number of the promises that he made right there in his inauguration speech. For me, it just signaled a sign of hope, and certainly that we have some new days ahead here in Illinois. It might be a little cold outside, but I gotta tell you, it's not cloudy. I'm really happy that the sun is shining again, because we had a lot of cloudy days over us. Thank God it's sunny again. You know, the governor is required to come before us per our Constitution and give a budget address every year. And in that budget address, he is also required to present a balanced budget. The governor came before us on February 20th and presented his budget proposal. And that's largely one of the reasons I'm here tonight, is to give you that update, to let you know what the governor is proposing. And keep this in mind as we talk here tonight. The governor's proposal begins the budget making process. We're in Springfield every week. I'll leave tomorrow morning like I do every Tuesday morning, very early, and get to Springfield by the time business starts, and we go all week. And we do that every week, but we won't pass a budget probably until the end of May. The governor's budget proposal of February 20th began the process. It started the conversations and the work towards it. And there's so many moving parts involved in that. I get emails, I get calls, I do these types of community conversations, because I think it's important to know what my constituents think of the various issues that we're going to be dealing with in that budget conversation. Of course, there's other things that the legislature is going to be dealing with outside of the budget. You know, feel free to ask me anything. I'm here as your representative. Ask me questions. I'll do my best to give you answers to my ability. So when the governor gave his budget proposal, I gave you some handouts. The governor proposed a budget that's about $39 billion. And if you, everyone have this document here?
Yeah.